What up? No, you ain't late. I'm late. Shit. 15 minutes late, but better late than never, no? No? Absolutely woke up late. Woke up at 6:04. Like, God. Don't know what happened. I don't know if my alarm didn't go off or what. What's going on? Just give me a second. I'm getting it together. Hold on, let me put on my trinkets. Hey, Scotty Boy 302 said I'm the funniest nigga on the internet. Thank you, player. Late as hell today. This type of morning show you're gonna get with a nigga like me. Have no idea what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna get it. Okay, all right. We're getting it together. About 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, even players fuck up. Good morning. We all lit. Hold on. Normally I get up before it's time to go. I look over, I peruse over the news. They said Gunner's done. What happened to Gunner? Oh sheesh. Okay, if I could put my bracelet on, I'd be great. That'd be great. Hold on one second. Mom ring cup of show. Hold on one second. Morning cup. Hold on one second. All right, we're almost there. Okay. Just trying to get my stuff on, my little trinkets, trying to put this bracelet on because I don't work well without my uniform. Damn it. Okay, 1 second. Okay, we're gonna have to do it out there. All right. Is it just a RICO charge or did something change? So we talked about the RICO charge yesterday. All right, let me Water Blue said Jewel Day 1162. Congratulations, champ. You late? No, you're not. I'm late too. You see, I'm literally washing my face, just brushed my teeth, combing my hair. Why'd I stop hitting the gym? Who said I stopped hitting the gym? I was just in the gym yesterday. Well, Monday. When I said I stopped hitting the gym, what are you talking about? All right. Okay, we getting there. Okay. We're almost at, what time is it? 6:15, okay. I look like a bootleg LeBron James. I'll take that. Happy Wednesday, Renika. What up? Okay, finally got it there. All right, so now we're good. Got my water. Okay. Okay. Now give me 2 seconds. Let me see what the hell we gonna talk about. All right, 1 second. Let me check Twitter. Give me 1 second. And y'all can put some suggestions in the comment section. All right, let me see what's going on. Let me check Twitter. All right. E40's trending. Why is E40 trending? Let's see. We're talking about the basketball game. Nas and E40. Okay. E40 is one of the coolest individuals in the world. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right, let me go back. Okay. Kyrie said some shit. Don't Kyrie always say some shit? We want to talk about that. Okay, we'll talk about Kyrie. Well, okay. Kyrie Okay. All right. So top of the morning. We are here. Okay. I'll start getting everything together. But all right, we're officially starting the show. How is everybody doing? Morning Cup of Dough morning show. It was a little bit late. I apologize. The alarm clock didn't go on. Go off. Black Lives Matter spending all money on mansions and not black people. Is that trending? We could talk about that for sure. Because I know I was wondering where the money was going. They was buying mansions and whatnot. All right. Hold on one second. Let me go back and check the other spot that I'll be checking for stories. All right, 1 second. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I love some stories. All right, here we go. Oh, so they caught Gunner. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, let's listen. This has resurfaced. I did see this yesterday. Let's hear Wallo trying to talk to. Hold on. Why is this not letting me do this? Okay. All right, 1 minute. Okay. All right, this is what we can talk about. Let's listen to DaBaby. Yes, that was okay. There we go. We'll talk about that. Well, DaBaby and DaniLeigh. Okay, so first DaniLeigh. Let's listen to DaniLeigh. What DaniLeigh came out and said about DaBaby. All right, here we go.
I felt like Mama never liked
Hold on.
but I don't want to fight you.
Hold on. Where's that at? Hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to play that. Hold on 1 second.
During that time,
Here we go.
I definitely wasn't his side piece. And he knows that too. But I felt like when I spoke to him, he told me like the night before I was doing the most when it comes to like crying and all this stuff, how I felt. And I guess he said what he said out of anger and try to make me look bad, I guess. I don't know.
So that moment happened. Can you even
right?
Can you even believe it while it's happening? Like, what are you thinking while it's happening? I know you said you drink.
During that time,
okay, all my stuff is off. Okay, this is DaniLeigh. Here we go.
He knows that too. But I felt like when I spoke to him, he told me like the night before I was doing the most when it comes to like crying and all this stuff, how I felt. And I guess he said what he said out of anger and try to make me look bad, I guess. I don't know.
Bill Collector, what up, homie?
So that moment happened. Can you even
right?
Can you even believe it while it's happening? Like, what are you thinking while it's happening? I know you said you're drinking wine and stuff.
That night, the first night?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild. It was definitely wild. It was very selfish, being that I just had our baby. Like, it was very selfish. And
does he apologize to you?
No.
Really?
He's just like that, though. As you can see, you see in his interview, he said, does he regret anything? He said, nope. I don't either.
Okay, so that's DaniLeigh coming out first talking about DaBaby when they had their little situation, right? So she just comes out and just says this. They're DaniLeigh and DaBaby, they had a little issue over DaBaby. You know, they have a baby together. They was going off, and you know what I'm saying? And it was a thing. So she's just now talking about it. He had a reply. So I want to play his reply because you know DaBaby don't play about the reputation that he has with the babies. So He came out and issued a response.
During that time.
Hold on 1 second.
I definitely wasn't.
All right, here we go. Hold on 1 second. So then he responds with this. And I ain't gonna lie, he kind of, maybe is low-key the Teflon Don, especially with a lot of his responses. So he replies, and he says the following.
And that's why I had to make the adjustments, back in November. I'm
Hold on, here we go. He responds.
I was gonna respond a different way, but I gathered myself and I decided to respond this way.
Hold on, why I can't?
I was gonna respond a different way, but I gathered myself and I decided to respond this way. First of all, I feel like you waited too late. I told you back in December you should capitalize off the situation. So I feel like that's a bad move. I also feel like it's a green move for your label to have you do drop the interview the same time you dropping a new song. I feel like y'all kind of showing y'all hand. I feel like y'all should have put that together better. I also feel like, before we got on your brother, you were just at the London with me that whole week getting busy. And I also feel like you should tell them folks the real reason why I put you out is because you were stalking my other baby mama. And that's, my relationship with my priest, my big girl. I was gonna respond a different way, but I gathered myself and I decided to respond this way.
So DaBaby comes out and says, you know what it is. And she didn't respond to that. He said, you coming out and you saying this while you got an album coming out or a record to promote coming out. He's also saying, before we whooped your brother's ass, you was out there with me kicking it in London. So it almost seems like DaniLeigh might be drumming a lot of this up for record sales. So how do y'all feel about that? How do we feel about that? How do we feel about DaniLeigh? First of all, I feel like, it's tough in any time when you're having a public relationship with somebody. I think it's even tougher when you're having a tough relationship, a public tough relationship, and you're a celebrity, and then you involve a child. And I think it's even 10 times worse when you're trying to navigate a relationship with a child, with a celebrity, and it just goes bad. So I don't know. I know that the timing of it does seem, and I just think that she's losing people as far as her music fan base goes. Because I don't hear nobody talking about the music. I think maybe if she just would have came out with the record or whatever she wanted to say and kind of work through it through music, I think maybe it's smarter just to put that out instead of just kind of having a sit down interview with somebody and then having people be like, oh, well, because it just makes it seem a little, what's the word? Opportunist. Yo, YouTube, let's smash that like button for your boys. 48% here. We got 15 likes. Come on, let's smash that like for your boy. I know we late, but you know what I'm saying? We always on time. So I think that, if DaniLeigh if she wants to be, I don't want to say respected, but if she wants people to take that situation seriously, you don't want to drop it off. You don't want to drop an interview days before you're dropping your record. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the best of looks. And then he said that she was stalking his baby mother. And that was getting in the way of the relationship with his child. Tia Williams in here says, I'm sure that it's for publicity, but I guess that's her job. She's making herself look silly, though, because it looks like DaBaby is not going to hold anything back. DaBaby has let you know he is going to tell the truth. If he feel like his life is in danger, he's going to up the blicky. He don't play. And he just doesn't strike me as a dishonest person. Like, you never hear him saying things or doing things that just come back and be like, oh, that guy lied. So, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like he's Xylo, what it do? It's almost like he's protected by a cloak of truth. Because no matter what, like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to come out and say that they was getting busy in London. He just came out and she didn't dispute it. You didn't hear her come out with a second, response like, I wasn't out there with you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, and like, fellas, what do you do if your new thing is trying to raise issues with your other child, with your original child's mother? Like, I know that I wouldn't let a woman come in between me and my child's mother, because me and my child's mother have a great, co-parenting relationship for my child. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just have that. And I wouldn't let a woman that I was dating now ruin that. So I guess I got to be on the side of DaBaby, because that seems like, the side of the logic. I know I'm playing with the duh thing, but just give me a moment here. Still waking up, people. We got the 15 people over here. We got the 38 people over here. We're rocking with about 53 of us. The humble 53. I'm rocking with it. Feeling good. Feel free over here if you guys want to go to YouTube. I am DOBOY TV. IAM DOBOY TV. If you want to join us over here. Not much of a difference, but you see a different look of your boy. So Graceful Virgo says, so she was with him after he humiliated her. Yeah. That's what it would seem. But then she still kind of came out and still kind of had the victim role, like, yo, it wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? Did they ever do any records together? I just feel like maybe if they did a record together talking about this, that maybe that'd be good. Because it just seems like traction-wise, the music isn't working. And I think once people kind of get on that side of they don't like you, they don't really want to hear the music. So I think that she needs to... Renika said, I would like to understand the motive of the interview. She wanted people to go listen to her record. She wanted people to see that and be like, oh, that's wild. Let me hear the song and hear this in a rhythmic way. I think that that's what was going on. But I think that, it's a cautionary tale when you're dealing with, co-parenting with somebody. And if somebody is getting in the way of that, yeah. Like, I'm not that type of person. Like, if I was dating a woman and she was trying to make issues with the child, because you got to understand, me and my daughter's mother are cool. I made sure off the rip, like, and don't get me wrong, we have our issues. We don't ever not, go without, an argument or a disagreement. But for the most part, 90% of the time, we're cool. Like, when my daughter's mom, comes up to visit Kiara, like, a lot of times she stays here. You know what I'm saying? She stay in the room with my daughter, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's their thing. Like, we're cool. We don't have that issue. And I wish that more people would have better relationships with the parents of their children, because it benefits the child. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine, especially when your child's that young, like DaBaby's baby is relatively young. I want to say like 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4. And those are very, very important years. You just don't want drama based around, when you're trying to see your child. And if your new thing is going after your old thing, it's like, yo, nah, we can't do this. So, yeah. Do I feel like I don't necessarily feel like she's wrong. I just feel like, maybe she needs to switch her. I'm talking about DaniLeigh. Maybe she needs to switch her motivation for things, or maybe even her rollout, her plan, because it doesn't seem like it's working. It seems like this is going to have a negative. And I feel like people have been coming for her for a while, whether it was her, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just hasn't been clicking. I don't want to say since she got with DaBaby, but I don't know. It just seemed like there's just been a public dislike for her, and I don't know what that's about. Her music doesn't strike me as terrible. I'm not familiar with a lot of her songs, but I'm assuming her music is decent. So yeah. Tia said, when parents get along, everyone wins. Of course. I think that, when the parents don't win, when the parents don't get along, the kid actually loses. DB said, for being untalented or that yellow bone anti-dark, that's what it was. She came out with a song called Yellowbone, and people started to like not fuck with her at that point. Okay. Izzy Marley said, yo, are you linking with DIYS anytime soon? Y'all are hella funny together. Who knows? We'll see. But shout out to Damn Internet You Scary. Shout out to Tahir. Shout out to Patrick. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I don't know. But you know, I'm around. Straw Hat Gucci said it was like I'm a baby Jesus again. Tia Williams says it was that Yellowbone song. She made that. It was a rap. Okay, let's talk about that. Why was she ridiculed, or why did people start rocking with her because she made a song called Yellowbone? Like, is that a bad thing? I don't feel like she was shitting on nobody. She was like, yo, I'm a Yellowbone. That's a pretty a common term in the hip hop world. What's wrong with embracing that? So I don't know. I don't know why everybody would criticize her for saying, hey, I'm a Yellowbone. She's clearly light-skinned. Graceful Virgo says she was. That was directed towards his dark-skinned child's mom. Oh. So if he had a dark-skinned child, that would make sense. If he had a dark-skinned child mom and people were looking at as a sneak diss of a record and saying like he like Yellowbones, though, then they make it a colorist thing. Okay, all right. I can understand that. So she was trolling the daughter's mom. Tia Williams says Yellowbone is not really a thing, it's Redbone. You're right. You're right. Shout out to the Afro. It's getting there. We still a little hollow in the top, but we're going to get there one day at a time. We're going to get there. All right, let me look up some more topics. Okay, we're getting there. We're waking up. I'm glad that we got up. Woke up 4 minutes late. We could have stayed in the bed, but we did not. Have y'all been paying attention to this Amber Heard, Johnny Depp thing? It's business crazy. I haven't even really been able to look at it because it's just, they talking about shitting in each other's beds. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, let's listen to this. Airport emergency. Pilot loses consciousness. Passenger lands plane safely. What? Okay, hold on 1 second. Wait. Okay, let's talk about this. I'm on TMZ right now. It says, Sully's got nothing on this guy. A passenger in a small plane took the controls mid-air after the pilot became incapacitated. And by a miracle, he was able to land the aircraft safely. It went down Tuesday at the Palm Beach International Airport. In Palm Beach, contained video of the emergency air traffic control receiving an alarming radio call, not from the pilot, but from the passenger. Hold on. He said, I got a serious situation here. My pilot has gone unconscious, has gone incoherent. I have no idea how to fly the airplane. Let's hear this. Let's hear how he... Hold on 1 second.
I've only invited an elite group of competitors.
All right, sorry. There's a whatchamacallit? There's an ad. I guess there's ads. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Oh, wow. They found. If you go off the page, they pause the ad. Damn you, TMZ. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go.
I've got a serious situation here by pilots. No idea how to fly the airplane, but I'm
333 Lima Delta, Roger. What's your position?
I have no idea. See the coast of Florida in front of me?
What was the situation with the pilot?
He is incoherent. He is out.
For 3, Lima Delta, Roger. Try to hold the wings level and see if you can start descending for me. Push forward on the controls and descend at a very slow rate.
You just witnessed a couple passengers land that plane. Man, they did a great job. Did you say the passengers landed the airplane? That's correct. Oh my God. No, great job. No flying experience. We got a controller that worked them down. That's a flight instructor.
Wow. What would y'all do if you was in an airplane? It was just I'm assuming it was like a helicopter. Let me see the airplane. It's not super big. No, that's like a real airplane. Hold on. Yo, that's a whole ass airplane. It ain't no chopper. Wow. This nigga landed an airplane. That's hilarious. What would y'all do if you on an airplane and the pilot passes out? Wow. You didn't miss much. We started about 10, 15 minutes late. Your boy woke up. This is a real nigga morning show. Nigga might just, we supposed to be going from 6 to 8. Nigga might just wake up late one day. We might just start at 6:30 and you just get 90 minutes of the news. I don't know what I would do if I was on the airplane and the pilot passed out. But the last thing I think I'd be able to do, just because I just don't be knowing how to do shit, is land the plane. But maybe I need to stop thinking like that, because maybe that type of shit will save your life. Shit, I know I'd be scared as hell. And what the hell? Why the hell was the pilot passing out? Nigga, this ain't the type of job where you can be having passing out tendencies. We need you up and alert, nigga. Tia said, I have anxiety listening to this story. I can't imagine what I would do. I don't be knowing. I wouldn't know shit of what to do. But I know with the bigger airplanes, I know that they said they pretty much fly themselves. But shit. But I guess you'd have to do something. What would happen if you was on a big ass airplane and then the stewardess came out like, hey, so the pilot's passed out. Who do you think has the best shot to land this plane? I'd be like, oh shit. Philly up in here, what up? All right, what else is going on today? Ugh. People are trying to say that hold on one second. Okay, so we heard more about the Vicky and Casey White, the corrections officer that had, they have no relation, but she broke out the prisoner that was serving life for a murder and was on case for another murder. Apparently, hold on one second. Ooh. What was it? Okay, 1 second. So apparently they had a plan. And the plan was this. Oh shit, Izzy Marley with the $20 donation. Bam, 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 bam. Thanks for the laugh, big dog. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the $20. You heard? Thank you. Tiffany P says, it was the what he wants part for me, pointing out that he wanted the lighter chick. Oh, that's you talking about the baby. Okay. All right. So we off of that now. Now we're talking about Vicky and Casey White. Vicky White had gotten Casey White out of prison. They had no relation. They just had the same last name. Apparently there was a plan in hand that, because they really didn't map out the whole thing. They had one car. The car broke down. Apparently they was paying a homeless guy to rent a hotel. They were staying in hotels. They genuinely didn't have a plan. But apparently the plan was supposed to do this. If and when they encountered the police, they had guns and they were supposed to shoot it out with the police. They ended up getting caught up by the police, and I guess the plan changed. What ended up happening was, allegedly, Vicky White ended her own life, shot herself, and Casey got apprehended by the police. What it seems like to me is that the guy was just like, because when you look at it, he really didn't risk nearly as much. So it really wasn't that serious for him to go back to what he already had. He was already serving like life, and he was on trial for another. And they're talking about charging him with her murder, because if you commit a felony and somebody dies in the act of the felony, then you get charged with their death. So he didn't really have much more to play for. Like his life was kind of his life was, his future was already kind of locked in. Her, on the other hand, she had a lot to live for. She was just about to retire. Well, at least seemingly from the surface. She was just about to retire. She looked like, from all indications, she was great with her money. You know what I'm saying? She had a house. She was a homeowner. She was good. And now all of it didn't go the way that it was supposed to. And she was just like, all right, I'm gonna check out of here. Very, very sad story, because it just makes you think what went on in those conversations between him and her. Like, what had her just kind of thinking that, I'm gonna risk it all for this guy. And then at the end, he just goes back to jail. The ironic part too was she had $90,000 in cash on her at the time, and they only recovered like 29 of it. So they're like, where the rest of that bread at? Y'all didn't spend that bread that quick. And it just seems like, maybe the goal was just to get him out. They didn't really have because I'm thinking, if you got 90,000, you got fake IDs, you got passports, you ready to go to Mexico or flee to wherever place. They really didn't have this planned out. Nothing with the way that it was supposed to. They were getting searched, they were getting looked for. And this is the crazy part. The only reason why they did get caught, though, is because somebody told. It was it was somebody at a car wash that seen the car, and then somebody at a hotel. So, the police really out here making it seem like they was doing great police work. No, they was evading y'all like a mother. You got to get out the country, though. You got to have at least something, or at least somebody that's going to let you lay low. Like, you can't just. He said Lady T said they purchased 2 or 3 cars, but one of the cars broke down apparently. I don't know. And they said that Casey was referring to her as his wife, like my wife is her. We never knew about no marriage. I don't want to say rituals, but no marriage ceremonies. So, yeah, you gotta listen. If you're gonna break out of prison, like, I've never been to prison, never been to jail, none of those things. But you gotta have a plan, man. You can't just be out here willy nilly springing a nigga from the pokey, and then you just like, all right, man, what should we do now? If you having a homeless dude rent out your hotels, something tells me you did not think of this. You didn't think this all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was the point, then you would have already had somebody rent a hotel or a place and just had it like prepaid for like 30 days. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said they had national coverage and the U.S. Marshals on their ass. Yeah, it was. They kept parading that one, the big white cop out there, the dude that was in charge. They kept parading him out there every day, like, yeah, we gonna find him. I don't know where she at, but you need to come back. I'm like, nigga, they need to stop putting you on here. You the one that this happened to your watch, nigga. Somebody said they would be good now if they chose Mexico. Yeah, but Mexico got extradition. They'll get you out of there too. I don't know what the end game really was. I mean, if anything, she should have just broke him out and been like, here, you go. But why did she have to be involved? I don't know. But, recipes to her. Recipes to her. And he just going back to jail. So, his life, Hold on. I wanted to talk about this. Hold on one second. So they said that Jesse Williams had some nudes leak. Let's hear about this. Okay, hold on one second. So the Broadway theater where Jesse Williams bears it all is blasting the person who snuck a video of him in the buff and then leaked it online. Wow. So Jesse goes fully nude in Broadway's new show, Take Me Out. But one theater goer somehow managed to record a video of a nude scene and post it for the masses, despite the theater requiring spectators to place phones and smart devices in sealed cases before the show. Now, Second Stage Theater is speaking out on Monday's leak, saying it is deeply unfortunate that one audience member chose to disrespect the production, their fellow audience members, and most importantly, the cast is in this matter. The leak video, which surfaced the day Jesse was nominated for a Tony for Best Performance by a featured actor in a play, shows a shower scene with fully front nudity. Oh, wow. I didn't know that that's how this happened. So wait, you mean to tell me that they're having plays and motherfuckers is getting full naked in a play? Why? I haven't been to a play. You know, I haven't been to a play. No, I can't say that I've ever been to a play. But why is there a scene where motherfuckers getting naked in said play? Why? Like, I guess I'm just like, okay, but why though? Somebody says nudity has been around in plays since Shakespeare. Has it? Renika says, as a creative, I don't like the secret screening. As a woman, I appreciate the leaked video. Hilarious. Yeah, I'm not looking for the video. Nothing that I'm looking for. But why? I just don't understand why they would have somebody being naked in a scene in a play on a stage. That just seems off, no? A little bit? Is that me? You just go to a play and the guy's just completely naked. It's just like, oh, wow, that's... And somebody sneaked the cell phone in, like, oh, I'm going to get this, and then just put it out. I thought it was like an ex or somebody that had, like, put his nudes out. Okay. I'm not going to lie, though. Okay, I'll tell a story. And I think the episode of this will be dropping soon when I'm dropping the Righteous and Ratchet old stuff. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's odd to see, you know, people nude on a play. When I went to Amsterdam, right, back in the day, I went to Amsterdam. There's a lot of stuff that happened in Amsterdam. I can tell you a few stories. But one of the stories that I can tell you is that they have this thing where you go to a theater and you sit in a chair, like, or whatever, and people have sex on stage. It's the most fascinating thing. It's just like, wait, what am I? It's like live porn. Everybody's talking about the banana. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, there was an incident when I watched that. I'll tell that story, or you'll have to see that. And that episode's coming up pretty soon, probably within the next week. But yeah, there was just having sex. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, they're having sex. It was just a different thing. So that was wild for me to see that. But to know that in the States, they have plays where people are just, you know what I'm saying, naked, that's just weird. So yeah. And if you want to hear the whole story about what happened when I went to Amsterdam, there was a banana involved. People were calling me Donana. That episode is coming up very, very soon. So just stay tuned for that. I won't bore you. Well, actually, I won't ruin the surprise. But it was an event. Cause I want you to love. All right, what is it? It's almost 7 o'clock. Where are we at? What else? I need y'all to go hop online and tell me what else y'all want to talk about. Somebody said, Kai Williams said, probably the same show, to be honest. All the hostels send you tourists to the same one. Yeah, I was just like, wow, this is really happening. It was crazy. Man on a Rant said, Doe, you one of one, man. I love it. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the good energy. I will be on Roast Me today. Make sure y'all check that out. The J Prince and Wack 100. I don't know if I want to talk about that. We could talk about that. Okay. No, I don't like it. I don't like what's going on with the J Prince and the Wack 100 thing. Basically, what it is there's an initiative to try to get Larry Hoover out of prison. They've been trying to do that for a while, and apparently there is some footage with an interview that a woman owns to the rights of his life, and then they're trying to get it, and then they're saying that Wack 100 was in. I don't know. I just, I don't know. That just seems a little weird and negative, and I don't know how I feel about it. So I don't know how I feel about talking about something that I haven't given full thought to think about. So hold on one second. Okay, hold on one second. Let me see what else is going on. Okay. All right. What else is going on? Going back over to Twitter. Is there anything else you guys want to speak about? Today is a Wednesday. We're in the hump day. Okay. Is there anything else trending? Okay. So this is what Kyrie said to his fans. All right. Here's Kyrie when he was on his Twitch last night.
That's how you know I'm getting tired, when I start telling myself jokes. That's how you know I'm getting tired, bro. As you see, I just been running around this whole time. Doing shit. Hey, yo, y'all gotta chill, man. Yo, if you have an OnlyFans account, I have no comment. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. I have no problem with OnlyFans. None. You won't get my debit card, though, I'll tell you that. You won't even get a free subscription from me. I'm sorry. I have no problem. I have no problem with it. Don't get me wrong. It's just not, that's not for me. It may be for you. You know what I mean? Keep the tissue papers off your goddamn nightstand.
What's he talking about?
Bro, what? Yo, bro, what? Oh man, see, look at that open. Yeah, that opened up the door for some weird shit. I shouldn't even said that, bro. I shouldn't even said it. Let me see. Hold on. You know what? Let me see.
Oh, he didn't even say what he was supposed to have said there. Okay, we listened to that for nothing. Hold on one second. Well, apparently he called his fans cockroaches. He has a history of kind of talking to people crazy. He said that the media was like minions, and I don't know. He always seems to talk crazy to people. I don't know. I don't like it when athletes and celebrities talk like they're somehow above normal people. It's like, my nigga, you play basketball. Like, relax. Like, I get it. You play basketball very well, but chill out. Like, you don't. But I need to find what he said, or it's gonna make it sound like I'm bashing him. Hold on one second. One moment. Let me pull what he really said. Hold on one second.
Home, you going to Cancun?
Oh, here we go.
How y'all sound to me? Oh, you doing it at home? You going to Cancun? Where are you? Are you at home? Oh, Kyrie, you suck. How y'all sound to me? Oh,
Okay, I gotta find what he said, or I'm gonna just sound like a hater. They said they call people cockroaches, but I can't find the soundbite.
But so long. It's but so long y'all can say the same jokes. Oh, Kyrie, what are you doing at home? That's how y'all sound to me. Oh, what are you doing at home? Are you going to Cancun? Where are you? Are you at home? Oh, Kyrie, you suck. All right. What, babe? What are you doing? Oh my god, go back to Cleveland. Oh my god, Boston hates you. Oh my god. That's how y'all sound to me. Cockroaches.
There we go. Cockroaches. I don't know, man. I don't really like it when athletes and when celebrities talk like that to the people that essentially pay their salary by being fans. I get it, and you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear people kind of, razzing you about stuff. But I mean, that kind of comes along with the territory. That's why you do get paid millions of dollars to do what it is that you do. So I don't really like it when I hear stuff like that. Like, you're calling the fans cockroaches. Like, you call. I don't. It's just like, bro. Like, when you hear him talk, it's just like the nigga really thinks that he's like. The nigga the other day said he was a martyr. He was like, being a martyr, bro. I was like, being a martyr because you didn't take the shot? Nigga, I think you got this confused. Think the earth is flat. I don't know. I just think some people kind of take it to the next level because you do something well. Somebody said you don't get paid to be harassed. No, you don't get paid to be harassed. But you also got to understand that when you're getting paid to be a public figure, then you subject yourself to the opinions of others, more to be scrutinized more on more of a regular basis than a regular person. You working at the bank, nobody's probably going to be like, you suck at banking. You suck at banking. But if you're a professional athlete and you see what I'm saying? Like, they're probably going to talk some shit, and that's cool. Because that's really all anybody can do online and in the stand, just talk some shit. But for you to look at those people and be like, oh, you ain't shit. Oh, you ain't shit as a person. I don't know that I sign up and subscribe with that. Rough Dog 21 said they do get paid to be harassed. They know what they signed up for. So yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's him. People definitely want to talk about this Young Thug RICO charge again. It's getting serious. Apparently, they picked up Gunna. The indictment doesn't seem like it is a joke. It seems like it is very, very serious. They got Gunna. I mean, whenever you're dealing with a RICO charge, and let me kind of clear it up, because I did say this yesterday, and I think that I was mistaken a little bit. As far as it goes with it being a RICO charge, this is not a federal RICO charge just yet. There is a difference between a state and when the feds pick it up. When the feds pick it up, it's a little bit, more serious. But it can be just as serious, with the state charge. And really what they do is they set it up to where it's like all they need to do is prove that this is activity happening to further a gang's reign. And if they could do that, and then they can kind of like throw a blanket over it and be like, okay, this gang is doing this, and this. Now, anybody that we can prove is in this gang is going to get hit with these charges. It's actually like they've been doing it like since like Al Capone. Like it's really a way that they can kind of throw a wide net to get more people. I don't know. I think that this situation, as much as people talked about Tekashi being a snitch and talking, I think that we are going to see very soon if these rappers live what they say. Because the thing is, people got to start telling to get out. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to start. And sometimes there's not even an option to snitch. Sometimes they just be like, nah, we already got that. There's already the informants. And from what I'm understanding about this Young Thug RICO charge is that they already have somebody in it that's telling. There's already somebody that already struck a deal that's like, I know this is going to happen. Let me tell you about all these niggas. And they're trying to hit Young Thug as like, as one of the people who started this. This is a investigation that's going back like 9-10 years. So they got stuff, they're looking up stuff from like 2013, 2014. And so it's just like, you can't just, get out of there like that. And everybody's talking about this video. There's a video that has resurfaced. Hold on. As a matter of fact, I think I can find it. This is $1 million worth of game. Hold on one second. And then you have Wallo trying to warn Young Thug. At this time, I think it might have been, who knows? Hold on one second. Let me pull this up. Hold on one second. Peep this. Here we go.
I'm gonna be straight up, Thug. Like a lot of us, man, we be
You did 20 years, didn't you?
Yeah, 20. I did 5 first, then I did 20. I did 5 in the juvenile system. I did 20 in the penitentiary. And I went.
So you really did more time in prison than you
ever
did
on the earth. On the earth. That's why a lot of times when some of y'all young niggas, with some of y'all young niggas in here that still be living that shit, I don't be talking to y'all on Instagram as some square ass lame ass nigga. I'm talking to y'all as a nigga that been in a prison, y'all, and see little young boy come in with his tattoos on his face, and he like, oh gee, like what's up? You know Keisha? From where? Hell no, brother. That's your mom? Yeah. She said, could you call it? Call it. And yeah, you gotta shoot me. Then I go back, young boy, let me see your paperwork. Like, yeah, how much time? Like, what can I? When I'm going home? See, 2073. And now all the gangster shit gone. The homie's gone. The bitch is gone. Ain't nobody. So when I'm on there, I'm speaking from a place of trying to get niggas some real game. Cause I'm gonna tell you some shit, Thug. It's lonely than a motherfucker in there. And when life goes on, your family dying. So when I'm seeing the young niggas, and I, certain niggas hit me, I DM and give them some game. I'll be trying to lay it on it because like, I ain't the nigga that's gonna say, here, youngin, take this pistol, take this package. I ain't gonna put you on no dummy mission. And the problem is so many niggas is scared of y'all. I'm not scared of no young niggas because I'm not coming at you in the wrong way. I'm coming at you the way your daddy ain't come at you, the way your uncle couldn't come at you because them niggas was dead in prison. So I ain't gonna be on the gram talking some sucker shit to you, just like I checked the young nigga in here. I don't know who it was. Like you rappers, like the artists, if you don't want to be an artist, take it to the street. But don't bring the dumb shit in the game trying to prove that you're a fucking real nigga. And while you proving that you're a real nigga, you gonna finesse yourself out of position and out of opportunity that can change your family and generations in your family life. Y'all getting money that niggas never got, Thug.
So you hear that? And that was a conversation that happened last year in 2021. I don't know, man. Like I was talking to some people about this yesterday. Like, what do you do if you're a rapper? You come from an environment where it's tough, it's difficult. You're living in a certain way because a lot of these individuals, they come from that. And then, do you feel like maybe it's a little bit of survivor's remorse that a rapper feels like, man, like, but I'm from the gang and I'm from this, you know what I'm saying? I need to help my guys out. Somebody said, Frederick Cheriscat said, do you think they're going to use the rap lyrics? They're already talking about using the rap lyrics, which kind of makes me feel like maybe they don't have a super strong case. But who knows? Like, if you can make things make sense, you got to understand, like, you can't have it both ways. This is one thing that I think rappers don't understand. You can't have it both ways. You can't get out here and be putting out music and make it sound really believable, be actually referencing real life stuff because, come on, guys, like, rappers be talking about real street shit that be happening. They be talking about people who, that was, Tia said, who was that speaking? That was Wallo from $1 Million Worth of Game talking to Young Thug last year, trying to like warn him about street life. And then, later that's an interview that like has resurfaced, as of late. Kai Williams says, nah, they definitely got a case. Feds don't bring charges unless they know they got some dead to rights. This isn't a Fed case though. This is a state RICO charge. And it's important to note that it's a 58 indictment charge, and that Thug is they only got him for like 2 counts, but they only need you for 1. Like if they make 1 stick, it's going, and they didn't grant him a bill. This is serious. It's not something that I feel like is just gonna go away. But no, like that's the thing. It's just like, what do you do as the rapper in that situation? And people from your hometown is like, oh, but what about us? And I know that you probably feel an obligation to be like, okay, I'm gonna take all of my niggas with me. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna do this. But sometimes niggas still be with the bullshit. Every street nigga don't rap. So it could be niggas that, man, I want to get some money, but nigga, I'm still in the hood. Like, you getting some money now, help, like. And so I don't know, man. I just feel like it's unfortunate. Now, the messed up part about it is you, as a performer, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no secret. I've always been a rapper. It's always been my biggest dreams. Like, Thug is one of the biggest rappers, and he's not like newly one of the biggest rappers. He's literally been one of them dudes for a minute. And it's just like, bro, you seemingly have everything that a rap artist would want. You got songs with Elton John. You're killing it. Like, your music is cool. You have millions upon millions of dollars. Like, you got a beautiful family. Why would you still conduct yourself and put yourself around situations that could send you to prison? Eric Doug says, we all know this is overcharging and over-prosecuting. Well, that's usually what they do. They normally do that. They usually put up a bunch of charges and then, they kind of scale it back. But I don't think that they're moving now if they don't have anything. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they must have something. I don't think that they would do all this just to be like, we have nothing. Egg on our face. Leah says, it's crazy. They were watching these rappers for almost a decade before indicting them. That's crazy. And they said that one of the big tools that they use is social media. So for the life of me, rappers, y'all got to chill on the social media. On the rap, just on the flashing guns. And I mean, Pooh Shiesty is in prison right now, partially because he was flashing money and putting it on his arm on his Instagram, and they looked and matched the serial number to a crime. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? They go on Instagram and it's just an Instagram division. They probably just sit around and just watch videos all day. So rappers, if you're doing any level of crime, get off the internet or just stop doing the crime. That's cool too. I said that yesterday, man. Like, bring back the studio gangster. We don't need all of our great rappers going to jail and passing away. And I'm sorry, it's been happening at an alarming rate. Like, bro, you don't have to do the shit you rap about. Just rap about it. Or if you do come from that street environment, you don't got to keep doing it for us to fuck with you. I just, man, my heart breaks, man, because that guy has kids. There's a family that's not, that guy has a lot of people that depends on him. King David said, I'd be like Slim from Cash Money. You never see or hear from him, but you know who he is, and you know that he's paid. Exactly. You never hear nothing about Slim from Cash Money, but you know the type of shit that he's been into. You know what it is with him. Rough Dog 21 said they still feel they have to rep for their city, and the people they are repping for are a bunch of low-life nobodies. Some people are stuck in the game and stuck in their ways. And some people don't want to be rappers and have that type of life. They're like, nah, nigga, we're going to still do this. You need to finance this. It's sad to me. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes it's a trap for young brothers. Even the ones who make it out don't make it out sometimes. I mean, you got to think, Casanova is still sitting in jail right now for a RICO charge. And they arrested him like December, I think, 2020. Just been sitting there. Leah said, yeah, maybe this happening will open up some rappers' eyes to keep their private life on the low. Let your management handle your socials. Yeah, because they literally have social media divisions that are taking people down. And they get access to your account. Like, when you set up your Instagram and your Facebook accounts and stuff like that, like, you know what I'm saying? They literally, when you're sitting there saying yes to everything, they're getting your approval to where if shit go, like, they can hop in your DMs, they can do all of that type shit. Danny Ball said, yeah, the hip-hop police is real. All they do is watch rappers waiting for them to mess up. You have to know that. And it's just such a machismo pissing contest thing with these rappers. And I don't know. They just want to show their guns in the videos. Like, yeah, we got to show these other rappers we got guns. Like, you don't got to do that, fella. Somebody said, I think they're coming for 4PF next. I hate the fact that I've heard that too. They said they're coming for everybody. And they don't care how big the sachet is or whatever. They are like, nigga, we're not done. And it's a black DA. It's a black woman. She said conservatively, gangs are committing pretty much 75, 80% of the crime. So they must be eradicated. So Eric Doug said we need to hold these record labels accountable for pushing this. This is a fact. Because they do profit off of black pain. and this image. You know what I'm saying? Like Chase Dubs said, I think Thug was trying to shake that homosexual reputation. I don't think nobody even puts that on him no more. I think we all kind of got like he was just like an artist. Like, you know, he stopped wearing the dresses and things. So I don't think that he's doing this to look tough. You know what I'm saying? So hold on. I think I have a audio of Young Thug's dad talking after the arrest. Here we go. His father speaking, and he says this.
And fairly linked to a lot of things. But, you know, it's up to us to prove it.
Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis and the father of the Jeffrey Williams, also known as Young Thug.
I'm going to fight for him to the end. I'm his father.
Countless fans may know Young Thug as a music star, but a new indictment of him and 27 others paints him as one of the founders of YSL. What is YSL?
It's a business. It's a record label. I want any parent that has lost a child to the street violence, any parent that wants to join in marching on street violence, because these are our kids. I think my son has been.
Okay, well, he said if there's anybody that wants to march with him. A Young Thug march? Is it free Young Thug? I'm gonna let y'all. Hold on, did we see that Gunna, his name is Sergio Kitchens, has surrendered to authorities in Fulton County. He is charged with conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organization Act. Jeez. Damn. He was just supposed to be dropping some music too. Now, am I going to a Young Thug march? No. But that's not to say that, you know, I think that he's guilty of anything. I'm just not, I don't be marching. Like, you know, I don't want to say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in a bad way. Like I don't believe in marches, but I don't know. I ain't gonna front and say that I was out there marching. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make me wrong? I just ain't marched. I don't know. And I'm not saying that I don't believe in nothing or that I don't feel like things are wrong. I just don't know that I believe that a march ever does anything. I don't want to get canceled for saying that. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I promise I'm not. I'm not trying to like stir the pot and be like, don't do it. I'm never going to tell somebody to not do it. But, you know, if somebody came to me and was like, hey, man, some terrible things that have happened and we're thinking about marching, I'd be like, man, like, I just, when I see the marches happening, like I don't know. Because I know there's a lot of people that march. I don't want people to think that their marching is in vain. But, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna march. I guess with the Young Thug thing, I'd have to know, okay, well, what are we marching for? Because then it's just like, okay, if we listen to the music of Young Thug, okay, we see what you're saying. This isn't the first time that he's been caught up with the law. People keep kind of forgetting this, right? People keep forgetting that Young Thug was involved with a shooting that it had to do something with Lil Wayne. I don't know why we keep forgetting that. Like, he almost went to, like, it was a whole thing about that. Stevie T says, yeah, marching gave civil rights. Okay, I wasn't alive in that time. So what I'm saying is, in my time and what I've seen and what I have seen marches to do, even with the Black Lives Matter thing, like we're all talking about the Black Lives Matter thing, and it's all starting to come out now that the Black Lives money was being misappropriated and people were buying mansions and cars, like, you know what I mean? So I don't have the vantage point of seeing when marches were effective. In the 70s and the 60s and in the civil rights era, I'm pretty sure that it was effective. And I'm pretty sure that if I was alive and living at that time, I would have been down just because I want what's right. I want equality. I want the best things to happen. But do I think that in 2022 that marches are effective? Personally, no. Because we've seen everybody marching, when George Floyd, rest in peace, when that happened. Like, what happened, though? Okay, everyone marched. Then what? Like, I don't know. I feel like, I feel like I be on the wrong side of things, so I shouldn't always address my opinion. So yeah, I don't know. But am I going to the Young Thug March if there is one? I would have to see more to know why I'm marching for Young Thug. Side note, and this is just trying to find some humor in this. It's never funny if anybody's going to jail. I'm never advocating for people going to jail, especially in you know, especially innocent people going to jail. I don't want that to happen. But the irony that, you know, they're going to be going to court, I just can see the prosecuting attorney being out. Now, Your Honor, the man goes by the name of Young Thug. I don't know if you need to hear anything else, but he named himself Young Thug. He's a young thug to society. No? Too soon? All right. Somebody said, J2 Cloud 19 said, nah, marching don't do nothing but get you to the next block. Brian DTV says, marching brings awareness. Do we have to march to bring awareness to things? In 2022, does that need to happen? Do a bunch of people need to take out to the road to walk and say, you need to notice this? I think the thing, like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Somebody said, but see, you can still support the message of BLM without supporting the organization. But see, that's just why I think that it's just like things just, I don't know. It's just like, it's almost like when you go to church and you're giving your money to church, you're just thinking, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I'm giving money to the church. I'm trying to strengthen my relationship with God. And then you find out, you know, it went to something misappropriated in the church. I feel like it's the same thing with the Black Lives Matter. Like, you know, people giving their money because they feel like, okay, this is what I can do to help. And then it's just like the money is going to different places that ain't helping the system. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes somebody said, is marching a coping mechanism? I don't know what marching is to do. Like, I just genuinely don't know. And I remember everybody was doing it, but and then everybody was doing it at a time where COVID was running rampant. I was like, hey guys, I'm totally here for all of this. At the same time, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and this simply can't be a good idea for spreading diseases. This was like March 2020. I remember just being like, I don't want to be that guy, be like, hey guys, I'm pissed off about this too, but we're in the middle of a pandemic. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, somebody said, marching is, Rough Dog 21 said, marching is for ideas. Marching is for people who don't have ideas of what to do. But I mean, I feel like we're all kind of out of ideas of what to do. I think like when you look at something, okay, I feel like we're getting too serious. We're getting too serious. This is supposed to be a fun morning show. I don't want to get into marching and all of that. Hey, see, I be having to police myself, guys. You have to police me. Come on. This is something that we can rejoice about. Here we go. Mike Tyson will not be charged for that physical altercation on a plane with that fan. Yes. Yes. I'm happy. I'm never for people getting punched and then the other person nothing happening, but I feel like the guy that was, you know, irritating Mike Tyson was getting on his nerves. He was poking at the bear, and I feel like if nothing else, he's going to have a great story. Be like, bro, you think you've had your ass whooped. I've been punched in the face by Mike Tyson. You think you troll the motherfuckers and get on their nerves. I got on Mike Tyson's nerves. He punched me in the face. If at this point, if you're making Mike Tyson upset, it has to be you. Mike Tyson isn't bothering anybody. He just smokes his little weed and does his fire podcast with his voice. Like, nigga, like Mike Tyson ain't bothering nobody. He was chilling. But you got to remember, Mike Tyson is the family pit bull. You know, it's good, but you got to remember at the end of the day, nigga's still a pit bull. He still might bite the baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still got to keep him cool. Because at the end of the day, he still is Mike. You know, people be having pit bulls. They be all around the house, all around the kids. Everything be great. But sometimes the pit bulls snap. Mike Tyson is the family pit bull. He's a family pit bull now. I think he's always been a pit bull. But before, he was just a wandering pit bull. You know who the owner was. Now he's a family pit bull. He's totally reformed. He's doing his thing. But you got to remember, the nigga is still a pit. Don't bring the pit out of Mike. And the guy was just fucking with Mike. And that comes from people on the internet not thinking real life can catch up to their ass. Leave Mike be. Just let him, like, Mike, it should be like DaBaby in Walmart. Leave him alone. Like, you know he is equipped with things to really fuck your day up. You know if you run it up on DaBaby, he got it on him. He has proven to you time and time again, whether you're at his house, and DaBaby will fight. He's swinging first. He's asking questions later. He's not really the most problem-solving with his words type of guy. Leave DaBaby alone. Leave Mike Tyson alone. These things should go without saying. Leave certain people alone. Renika said, okay, hold on a second. Leave Mike be. I hear you, Renika, but we moved on. I felt the conversation was getting too serious. So we moved it out of the civil rights and the marching conversation because I was just like, it is Wednesday. What is everybody planning to do? It is hump day. It is the middle of the week. You get over this day, then you're going to make it to weekend eve, which is Thursday. I like to call Thursday weekend eve. So, yes. Okay, we're getting through it. We started a little bit late today. He's back. Diddy partners with, hold on. He partners with Motown Records to launch new R&B record label, Love Records. Okay, let's see. There's some audio on this. Hold on a second. Do we want that from Diddy? I feel like Diddy hasn't given us any meaningful music in a while. So, do we want some music from? Oh, I did want to talk about. Do I want to talk about this? Vivica Fox disappointed me. Vivica Fox had this to say about Kevin Samuels.
Opinion, he really was. I didn't find anything about him.
Here we go. Vivica Fox speaking on the passing of Kevin Samuels.
Hypocrite. In my honest opinion, he really was. I didn't find anything about him to be healing. He insulted African-American women on a consistent basis. One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, it was a sharp jock. And, you know, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, you know, the fact that he killed over real quick and was supposedly with a woman that we don't, a hypocrite. And
and to hear that from somebody like, Vivica A. Fox, who, well, I mean, I can't, you know, we don't really get Vivica Fox movies anymore, so I can't say who's a, you know, I'm not trying, but, you know, just to hear that for somebody who has some level, saying my connections are stable over here. There we go. To have somebody who's been in the public eye as long as Vivica A. Fox, to say something like that, I don't understand it. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, she's just like, oh, he just killed over. Like, why? I guess I just don't understand why somebody's opinion can bother you so much. At the end of the day, that was that man's, it was his opinion. Why does his opinion bother you so much? It's not like he was, you know, shitting on black women. He was giving his opinion on certain women that chose to go to his platform and say, hey, can you tell me your opinion? If he felt like, oh, a woman after 35 was leftovers, that's just what he felt. It doesn't make it true. That was just that man's opinion. And for people to just be like, let this be a lesson that this is karma. Like, karma? Are you kidding me? Like, maybe it could have been the medical reason that he passed away. Maybe it had nothing to do with the fact of how he created. Like, do you know how much, like, and even as, like, comedians, like, you know how much crazy shit I've said to people? Like, on Roast Me? they're fucking jokes. Like but you know what I'm saying? Like we talk shit. You know what I mean? But it's to disregard a man's whole life and existence because you don't agree with the things that he said, to me is just weird. Leah said, these public figures forget that their words, actions are judged more heavily than regular folks. She could have kept to herself. Yeah, you don't have to say everything that you're thinking. I've said this before. You don't have to. We all have wild thoughts. Like we all have to. You ever just have a thought, be like, I'm not going to say that. Caramel Dream says, now he's gone. That was God's plan. Don't celebrate that he died because you were mad at his statements. Thank you, Caramel Dreams. People have opinions of what he said that hurt women was an opinion. He was just a man with an opinion, so why hate him for how he felt? Thank you. And that's all I'm saying. I am never saying, yo, you need to get on board with what he was doing. He was lit with what he was saying. I'm not saying that at all. If you didn't like it, then okay, fucking don't like it. But I just don't understand the notion of, yeah, motherfucker, you dead now. Like, who raised y'all for somebody for Vivica's age to be saying that? Like, I can almost understand it with these younger kids because they're just younger. They came up in a different generation. I don't know, man. It's just like, we got to stop doing that. It just has to, it's just. Jay said, this is how a lot of black women felt about Kevin Samuels. A lot of women were happy about his death. See, let me tell you this, though. Let me tell you why a lot of black men, including myself, are hurt. First of all, that's a loss of life. That's a black man. I look at it a different way. Okay? Let's talk about the Kevin Samuels thing a little bit more. I look at Kevin Samuels thing like this. This was a man during the pandemic, because that's when he really popped. He had always been kind of trying to get his footing on different stuff. Like, people don't know that. Like, he was trying to get his own content. He had like his own style thing. He'd be like doing cologne shit. Like, that's what he was doing. But when the pandemic hit is when everybody was in the house. And that's when his thing blown up. I'm low-key using one of the strategies that he used because he was just going live on like his YouTube, his Facebook, his Instagram. That's kind of how he built his audience. So during a time where there was nothing for any of us to do, right? Everybody was stuck in the house. He started going viral a couple of times. And I remember just watching it like, and how I felt about it was, you got to look at it like this. Me being a dude that's been overweight, the entirety of my life, or, what I'm saying, I've been up and down, but for all of my life, I've been overweight in some capacity, just less overweight and more overweight in other times, right? And I've been shitted on by a lot of women. I've had my feelings really hurt. Like, it's not something that I really, openly talk about a lot, but I'm saying? I've only dated for the most part, I've only had black women that I've dealt with, and, I've been shitted on a lot. But I never say that publicly. I never go on like rants. Like I just live it. Like, it is what it is. But, and I've been shitted on by a lot of bad bitches, right? So to hear a black man kind of pushing back, you know what I mean, against like how bad women be shitting on regular niggas. Like to hear a man be like, no, well, you tell me why you think you're a dime. Like, it was refreshing. It was just like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't shitting on women. It wasn't like you're a terrible person, but it was just like, no, you don't just get to just automatically call yourself a dime. You need to be bringing something more to the table than your looks. So it was just a breath of fresh air to see that pushed against. You know what I'm saying? So a person like me looking at Kevin Samuels, I don't want to say he was, it would be a real stretch to say he was my hero. That's a lot. But to see a person that pushed against the narrative, you see what I'm saying? That pushed against like, nigga, we're going to hold these women accountable. We're not just going to let women come out here and say you a bad bitch because you're pretty and da-da-da-da-da. No. And I thought somebody, Rough Dog 21, oh, what up, Tony? Rough Dog 21 said he made women calibrate themselves, and women didn't like that. Women didn't like being like, there would be a bunch of women that be like, I'm an 8.5. And he'd be like, bitch, how? Where? To who? And he'd make her say how she was. And a lot of women couldn't do it. And I thought that was so cool. So, you know what I mean? Graceful Virgo said, every man is not a Kevin Samuels or believes that he believes, and every black woman don't have horrible qualities. Two things can be true. But then when you hear somebody like Vivica A. Fox who just, and then you bring karma into it, you really gonna act like that's the reason he died? Like, come on, man. It couldn't just be that he had a, bad. My boy Jay Russ in here. Jay Russ, man, I'm sorry about yesterday. I called you back that night. I'll call you after this. Supposed to link up with my guy. He was in town, man. I didn't get to get up with him. Shout out my brother Justin. He's a guy that's responsible for me doing stand-up comedy. But yeah, I feel like that was irresponsible. I feel like that was an irresponsible take from Vivica A. Fox to try to imply that to try to imply that karma was a reason that man lost his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? That man, man had a heart attack. Like, you know what I'm saying? And more is starting to come out about it. Now, people are starting to look at the woman like, did she set him up? I think that that's unfair. I think that we got to chill. Like, let something come out to make us think that there is foul play. It can't just be, because from what I've heard, the woman was a registered nurse. She was calling in. She was very knowledgeable about what she was seeing. You can even hear the 911 call. She was like, hurry up and get here. But the sad thing, this is what I will say, the sad thing was about the 911 call. He didn't really know the woman. He had just met her. And you could tell on the 911 call, she didn't even know where she was at. Like, she couldn't even give the address, the apartment number, nothing, or the condo number, nothing, because she had just met the man. And that was just sad to be like, damn, you going out on your final thing. And that is irony. I will give you that is ironic. What up, HD and Monte? Meant to call you. It is a bit of irony that in his last moments of life, he needed a woman to help him navigate through that. And unfortunately, she wasn't able to help. You know what I'm saying? But that is, ironic that, you know what I'm saying, he built his empire off of kind of, telling it like it is to women. And then in his final moments, a woman could have helped save his life. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to. What else is everybody saying? Love the truth, okay? Renika says, everyone isn't everyone's audience. I wasn't a part of Kevin Samuel's audience. He wasn't relatable to me. See, that's fine. So, Renika probably wouldn't have something terrible to say about this guy. You know what I'm saying? Graceful Virgo said Vivica or anyone else shouldn't be celebratory. Could be them next week. That's what I'm saying. If you're talking about karma, Vivica A. Fox, you got to understand that if you're speaking ill of someone who's just passed, that could be karma too. You know what I'm saying? Lloyd Wright said Carmen is the reason Vivica A. Fox can't get a better movie than something on Lifetime. Are we ready to talk about what happened to Vivica A. Fox's acting career? Because she was supposed to be one of them ones. She ain't. And that's just us being honest. Now, that's not me bashing a black woman. That's just me stating it obvious. LL said he started his career asking men to hold themselves accountable, but that wasn't as popular to his audience. He switched it up for personal gain to appeal to people like DOBOY. What you mean to people like me? What? Huh? Well, whatever. I maybe he was appealing to people like me. It is what it is. But, you know what I'm saying? I still don't feel like that means that he's... I wasn't ready to read that and then have my name be at the end. I should have read the whole thing and then read it because I read it in real time. I was like, da. And then people like, no, but wait, not to me. I think about the woman, then what? Shit. I was like, yeah, man, this is all, wait, what? To people like me? I gotta pre-read these statements. I was like, yeah. He started his career asking men to hold themselves accountable. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't as popular to his audience. Mm-hmm. He switched it up for personal gain to appeal to people like DOBOY. Wait, to people like me. I don't want to be a part of the people he do this to. I should have absolutely pre-read that shit. They could ram me into a brick wall. People like DOBOY. Why gotta be people like me? Oh, I'm a simp. King David said, yeah, what happened with Vivica? She went from Independence Day and Kill Bill to Stage Plays. I don't know. She must have pissed the wrong person off. I don't know. Hey, we got 58 people in the YouTube, 17 over here. I was late today, but y'all rocked with me still. We still in effect here. Sick of these niggas. Gonna put my name in the end of that shit. It was the very last word to people like DOBOY. Sick of you niggas, man. I haven't seen her in a fire movie in a minute. I think I seen her in a movie called True to the Game. It was super low budget. I was like, what the fuck is she doing in this? The top of my hair is getting a little bit better. Y'all want to see it? All right. Remember y'all said it yesterday, right? Y'all ready? This is going to be quick. No screen recording. All right. Here we go. All right, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. That's all you get. That's all you get. But it's getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better. Praise God. Did y'all see it? Did y'all see my little rooftop? You see my little sunset rooftop? Huh? It's just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm keeping it. I ain't cutting it. No. And I talked to my barber about it. He said that he thinks that we could fix it. I'm like, well, that's all I need. Well, there's a will, there's a way. You would never know. You never know. And I just can't like pick around that area. I gotta like kind of set it and then kind of compact it like a microphone. No, I want braids. I want the Pop Smoke braids. I want K-Flock braids. I didn't do nothing to it. Apparently it's because I'm stressing. Okay, Google screenshot. You better not, man. I'm trying to bare my soul to y'all. Get a cat a shoe polish. No. No. I'm keeping this shit going. I want Geechee Gotti braids. I'm going to get braids. Yes, I'm trying to grow it out. Victoria, I want braids. I don't give a damn. I'm going to have these braids. So I already told myself I'm not cutting my hair until I get to 225. Grace from Virgo said, don't you go get no damn weed. Okay, listen. We can have a truthful story. We can have a truthful story time. Jamaican castor oil. Okay. Zell, what up? King David said, about to be my profile pic. You bet not, nigga. If you care about me as a person, you won't do that. You'll delete it. Yes, I know I'm going on a roast me today. And I don't care what these niggas say. I'm going to go for it. I like it. Braids will definitely make you okay. So let me tell the truth. Back in the day, this is a true story. When I got braids before, because I don't know why my hair is always thin, like, you know, like in this little part, like, you know, like your hair goes down. And then like right in the middle part, I've always been thin there. And I've always been thin on the edges. When I got braids back in the day, they had to add a little bit of hair. Listen, I'm not proud of it. And it wasn't like hella like, you know, it wasn't super fake like Lorenz Tate and Miss Society. But they would have to add a little bit for my edges and add a little bit for the down part. Am I using any products to help it grow? No, I need some. But I've gotten hair added before, and you ain't going to judge me for doing it again. Huh? Okay. I want these damn braids. I want them. Now I want them, and I need them. So I'm going to keep growing my hair. I don't care if I got the Sleepy Hollow in the top. I don't care if I got the sunroof. I still got a decent line. And I was going to go to area and get like the sponge, but they were like, no. Got to make you lose the front. Somebody said get a sew-in. No. It's Wednesday. What are we on? Tell me something great. Tell me something good that you're thinking about today. Graceful Virgo said, my brother in high school, they do it all. They all do it now. Dirt. You know, because I'm like, nigga, Drake came out the blue with braids. I'm like, nigga, now you just had a fade, nigga. I'm growing my hair. I want Pop Smoke braids. I want Dave East braids. I want it to go this way and this way. I just want to look different, guys. Damn, I've always just had like this low cut, this beard. I'm just like, all right, enough. But Dante said, get you that Tyler Perry special braid wig. Hell no, you ain't gonna see me in the Shamar more. I'm growing this shit out for at least 6 months. Yes. All right, what's going on today? What happened yesterday? The fucking the 76ers got their ass beat. I think it's done for them. I think it's over for them. It ain't over for me. Yes, it is if you the 76ers. King David said, is that why you want braids because of Drake? No, I wanted braids far before then. I just want to look different. I think that I'm going to get down to 225, and I'm just like, I don't want just the same ass haircut that I've always had. I want to look like a different person. The Mavs lost to Ty Greasy. My chest hurt. What up, my nigga? Shout out my boy, Ty Greasy. We out here, Morning Cup of Dough morning show. We started late today, but we still got it. My day's going to go well because I got up. How close am I to my goal weight? We ain't going to talk about that. Far, nigga. It's going to take some time. Side note, I'm at the Ontario Improv tonight. If any of you are around Ontario, California, I'll be there with the big homie Ray Grady, comedian Baldhead Phillips, and Antoine Scott. I will be hosting. It will be lit. You need to do yourselves a favor and pull up and have a good time. Whole lot of funny on the card. Somebody said, what up, DOBOY? Good morning. Hope you're having a blessed day, G. Yeah, I woke up a little bit late. I was supposed to be here at 6 o'clock. I woke up at 6:04. We didn't start till 6:15. But hey, God is still good. You understand that? I'm absolutely going to work out today. I didn't work out yesterday. I ain't going to hold you. I didn't work out yesterday. But I will work out today. That's how sometimes you got to be. It's like, just don't let falling off one day just, you know what I'm saying? Keep going. Osatashi says you need a bigger budget, bro. I need a bigger budget for what? Better late than never, my boy. You heard that. Renika, you won't leave your hair alone. Yes, I will. I'm going to let it grow. Somebody said I need a bigger budget. No, I don't. Let me talk to that one more time. Somebody said something like that yesterday. They were just like, oh, man, look at you, man. You only got 10 people in your life, man. You fell off. Listen, man. If you think like that, you'll never go nowhere. You'll never go anywhere. So what? Even if that's true, even if I was starting over, and even if I did have a bigger platform before and now it's smaller, does that mean you don't start? Does that mean you be scared to start from where you at? It's thinking like that that'll have you never getting there. So somebody coming in here and saying, you need a bigger budget. Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But that don't mean I'm going to stop until I get it. Slow motion better than no motion. You got to remember that. You have to remember that. You see what I'm saying? Like, and you got to be able just to not pay attention to that shit. Yeah, I know what it feels like. I know, like, nigga, I've been on sold out stages across the world. You know what I'm saying? And then to restart. But who got the heart to restart and do it by themselves? Nigga, come on, man. Hey, Amaya. Amaya just pulled up. What up to my big dog? He said, you have things to finish here in slow motion. You right, Amaya. And I need to pull up. I'm back working out. I need to pull up. We got to finish that. If nothing else, we have to get back to that. Shout out to my brother, Amaya, over at Sports Training Los Angeles, best gym in LA. I'm going to pull up this week on you, Amaya. Let's have a get back right workout. Matter of fact, I might pull up tomorrow. I'm busy today. Pull up tomorrow. My guy, Amaya. That's my brother, man. We've been working out since damn 2016. When I was cut, when I was 20 pounds away from, getting to the goal, he was the one that was helping me. So I got to go get back with my dog. It's my brother, man. I got a lot of love for that guy. For sure, Amaya. I'm going to pull up tomorrow. For sure. I got you. I'm gonna just pull up. I ain't gonna say what time. I'm gonna just pull up. And if you can work with me, I'll work with you. But if not, I know how to get that work in myself. Shout out to my brother, Amaya. We about to wrap up the Morning Cup of Dough morning show. We got about 13 minutes left. Is there anything else anybody wants to talk about? Renika said, I want to get braids. Oh, I'm trying to get a young woman. No, I want to get braids and ain't got nothing. Love you too, Amaya. You my dog forever. Don't ever forget that, my nigga. 100. You know how I'm rocking. You know how I'm rocking for you. No, I want braids just because it's just I haven't had braids in super long. Like, do you ever just want to reinvent yourself? You ever just wake up and just be like, I want to see something different to myself than with myself? You ever just want to do that? Just redo yourself. Smashy Splashy said, what's the other app? Commenting is YouTube. Have I seen Doctor Strange yet? No. Roast This just went off last night, or was my internet tripping? I'm not for sure. What happened to the pod with CT? We're not for sure. We might bring it back. I was just with CT the other day, though, at his birthday party. Shout out my brother, CT. I'm with you, Amaya. We got it. Age Diamante says, you stay in inspiration, though. You're impossible to stop. I appreciate you, my boy. I got that beat that you sent me the other day, too. It was fire. So, yeah. Ma says, I've been growing my hair for 2 years now. It feels dope to have hair. Renika says, you didn't look up my suggestion, eh? Which one was it? I've been on here. I don't get to all the comments. What was your suggestion? Was it for the hair? Somebody else said something. Hold on a second, too. They said, hold on. Somebody was making some suggestions. Castor oil, tea tree oil, argan oil, jojoba oil. All can help with growing hair strengthening. Okay. Shadoric said, more of you and Teddy in the future. I mean, I'm always looking for a reason to work with my guy. We both busy. So we'll definitely see what happens. See if our schedules can coexist. But shout out to Teddy Ray. It's my brother. You heard? I started my lock growth during the lockdown. Nobody really saw my starter phase. That's what Stackhouse Gaming said. Okay. Okay, we made it to the last 10 minutes. Little wake and bake. Get your mind right. About to have a good workout. King David, all right, you out? See you tomorrow. I'll be here on time. You heard? What do I want to leave y'all with before we go? Reinvention is awesome. Rock hot with them braids, though. Thank you. Melanated rocker chick, rock star chick, rocker chick. And just think, once I get the abs too, it's gonna be lit. Now Amaya's back in the mix. I gotta get back working with my bro. He makes sure that I get strong. Get my boxing back on point. I want to spar. I'll probably get knocked out, but I want to spar. I don't know if I want locks, but I do want to grow my hair. I don't know. Cafe Miner, Mia Moore says, what kind of braids? I'm not for sure. You cut your hair, Amaya? Shut the fuck up. You have been growing your hair for a minute. You cut it? Why? But that's a reinvention. If you cut it, there you go. You said it before I said it. Reinvention. Amaya had grew his hair for a couple years, and then he cut it. I gotta grow mine. Amaya, let's get to this 325. I mean, to this 225, man. Let's just do it, man. Let's do it for the culture. Let's just do it for the culture, bro. Because we said this shit years ago. And I'm going to just keep it real. Right now, I'm about 300, maybe 305. So we got about 80 pounds. But I know me and Amaya could do it. And we could do it in 6 months. So let's get to it, big dog. I'm going to get back with my bro, get back on my workout with him. So Renika says I need to get back in the gym. I'm here to inspire everybody, man. I do know what to do, Jonathan. I do. Sometimes you got to just do it. That'd be the crazy shit. M. Dante said, I ain't going to know how to act when I hit them goals. I don't think that I am. Because once it happens, you just have to understand. Okay, let me just break something down. I thought about this the other day too, right? Sometimes it isn't a fear of failure that we suffer from. Sometimes we have a fear of success. So I'm gonna take y'all back to it, right? So 2020, right? Before like, a bunch of things happen, what I'm saying, life changes. I was really close to my goal weight. I think I had got as close to 250. I was there. I was right there, right? But then I had a bunch of stuff going on mentally. I had a bunch of stuff going on personally. And I literally like stopped working out for 2 years. Like all the stuff started happening around May 2020, right? So I didn't gain, 60, 70 pounds. Like, I'm saying? I didn't gain it all in like a day. It's really been like over 2 years. Like I stopped working out. And that's the thing. It's just like, because I think I was so close to getting to something that was so far that maybe I started like self-sabotaging. Maybe I stopped my workouts. Maybe I started eating more, doing different things, right? And so that can also be a thing that we suffer from too, is a fear of success. Because everybody knows how to fail. I know how to fail better than anybody. Nigga wanna know how to fail, I'll be like, come over here. I'll let you know what time it is. But to finish something, and that's why I feel like, not only do I gotta finish and get to this 225 and do it, but also do it with my bro Maya, because it's something that we had said. We would spend hours in that gym working, and I got super close. And that's what life is about, man. You got to understand, like, word to Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So, yeah, it's like for the last 2 years, I've been on bullshit. But, nigga, now it's time to just turn up and get there. Why do I say I want to do it in 6 months? Because I feel like you need to just – and that's sometimes my flaw is that I put time limits on things. So maybe that's not the, most important thing to do. But I am best when I work with deadlines, and just because I can keep my mind focused. And, 6 months, 8 to 10 pounds a month to get to where I'm trying to get to, I don't feel like that's too out of the. And if I don't, sometimes I'll lollygag and I'll bullshit. But yeah, let's keep each other accountable, man. Let's just say we're gonna go for it and we're gonna live better. We're gonna, what I'm saying? We're gonna hit our goals, whatever they are. We're gonna hit them. Get fit, say less, may have to bring it back. What's our deadline? Our deadline, Amaya, is November 1st. Can we get it there? Can we get it done by November? And I'm about 300. So we need it's about 75 pounds, give or take. Because once we start working, the water weight comes off quick, and that's a quick, easy 10 to 15, just because you're working out, Our deadline, no, you know what, Amaya? I'm going to switch that. Amaya. Deadline is January 1st. Let's just say January 1st. Let's give it to the end of the year. End of the year, January 1st. Let's just say we're going to end the year strong. I like that better. January 1st. And we go into 2023, our Jordan year, at our goal. I just upped it. I just pushed it back a little bit and just say, let's just do that the right way. Let's do it. How about I get in once a week starting this week? See, this is why I love Amaya. He'll take my big goal and he'll shrink it down to a doable goal. He said, how about you get in once a week starting this week? Facts. I'll be there tomorrow. Can't tell you what time for sure, but I will be there tomorrow. Probably 10 or 11. All right, there we go. See, that's, you got to have your accountability partners. I said do it by the end of the year. He said the goal is to get into the gym with him once a week, starting this week. No, the 21-day challenge is still going. And I have been working out. I did miss 2 days working out, but everything else I've been doing. So yes. All right. We're joining. Let's just get to our goals by the end of the year. How about that? Let's just get to the end of the year, whatever our goal is. I'm going to get to 225 by the end of the year. And that's just a fact, and that is just what I'm going to do. Because I don't want to go into another year trying to hit this goal that I've been trying to hit my whole life. So, all right, there we go. Okay, and we're wrapping up here. We got 3 minutes left. I want to leave y'all with some positive energy. Okay? Anybody that can see my face or hear my voice, you are enough. You are dope AF. Don't let nobody else tell you anything different than that. You're dope and you have greatness inside of you. All you have to do is unlock it. And the key is locked in your effort. Your effort is your key. You can do whatever it is that you want. You understand what I'm saying? I never say the things that I say to, be a trumpet blowing contest or trying to just, blow my own horn. But, I'm just a fat kid from Sacramento that said, you know what, I want to go to LA and these are some things that I want to do. And I did them all. And it just lets me know I can get to the next level of the next things that I want to do. All you have to do is put your head down and work. There ain't no size. That's why when Amaya came on here, he was just like, you already know what to do. We know what we got to do. It's just what we do it. That's why I put the deadline on my stuff. Because it's like, dog, if you do what you're supposed to do for the next 6-7 months, you'll have your goals. So break it down into fractions. Whatever you want to do, you start today. Your weight loss thing can start today. I got my water right here today. Yeah, I didn't work out yesterday, but I'm gonna work out today. It ain't gonna be no crazy ass workout. It's gonna be an hour of some solid cardio, and then I'll do some strength training, some push-ups, some calisthenics with the body weight. You know what I mean? I'll eat decently today. You know what I mean? I won't eat Popeyes. You know what I'm saying? I won't eat. If I eat some chicken, I'll bake it instead of frying. It's just little things, man. Just live better. This thing is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're gonna burn yourself out trying to run too fast. So let's just have a great day. You have another opportunity. God gave you an opportunity today to be here, to do something different. So just focus on having a good Wednesday. We'll deal with Thursday when we get here, and there ain't shit you can do about Tuesday. So let's just get it. One day at a time. I love you all. This has been another episode of Morning Cup of Dough. I appreciate you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. We can talk about this again. All right? 100. Amaya, Age Diamante, a couple other cats. I'm going to hit y'all phones today. Love you all. Peace.